Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's old Pappy back with another one. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're going to try to answer that eternal question that old Bill Shakespeare came up with centuries ago. Of course, you all know what I'm talking about. It's to tea or not to tea. That is the question. Sorry, I didn't do a British accent. I probably should have, but anyway, to be or not to be, to tea or not to tea, that's the question if you have a Falcon in the game. And now, some of you may be wondering, well, what's old Pappy blathering about right now? What is this tea talk he's doing? I'm not talking about Mr. T. I'm not saying pity the fool. What I am saying is there's a skill for your pilots called the Traditionalist that comes with the T-Falcon, and it's super unique. And it's sort of a really a one-of-a-kind skill. What it does is it disables your ability, because the Falcon has this jump ability, and when you jump, you bring out your other two weapons. You can see here that I have three calamities equipped to my Falcon right now. This does not have a T-Falcon Traditionalist skill attached, because that's why I'm able to use my ability. But the Traditionalist was really a hot item probably about a couple months ago when people discovered that when it first came out, it gave you this massively insane amount of damage resistance, a crazy amount. And so people just became virtually unstoppable, right? Like they just became super tanks, and they would bulk up their Falcon with all kinds of other bonuses, damage resistance skills, defense point skills, all this kind of stuff. And then they would just literally march into your spawn and just wipe you out non-stop. Now, myself personally, I really love the Falcon, and I hopped on the Traditionalist train when it first started, I got to admit, and it was pretty strong. But there's been some changes in the game recently which really has made me go back and rethink whether or not the T-Falcon is truly the answer, or is it the actual normal Falcon? Now, what are some of the changes here? And you're seeing my gameplay right now with the normal Falcon. I'm going to show you in this video a little bit later on some of the T-Falcon gameplay, compare and contrast, and then explain why I think that ultimately the normal Falcon is the best option, the best all-around option for players. So let's get started. Okay, so right off the bat, one of the things you're noticing right away is that this version of the Falcon is super versatile in that it's fast. It can get up over and around obstacles with the jump ability. The maneuverability all around the battlefield is really great. Just to bring you up to speed on what kind of level and skill you're looking at here, this is an MK2 level 12 Falcon. I have it with the Falcon pilot Cormac DeVos, and he gives you an extra 10% for your middle weapon. That pilot, I think, literally was created for the T-Falcon, but I have it on this one anyway. But that's about it. I only have two other skills on it. And I think one of them is like Roadhog. It makes me go a little bit faster. And, I can't remember what the other one is. Something about, maybe it's defense points. I don't even know. But it doesn't matter. The point is, it's not super tricked out level 70 pilot. So even though it's MK2, and the weapons are MK2, it does not have all that extra defense resistance skills and whatnot, because I just don't have it leveled up yet in terms of the pilot. But one of the things you're noticing right away is how quickly I can sort of react to various situations that start to develop on the battlefield. Guys were coming for the left beacon. I'm able to quickly activate my ability, start running over there, and then jump and land and stop them. Guys are coming into the center and pushing it. I'm able to jump into the center, get over there really quick, and help stop it. Now, the other thing is with the Calamity, one thing I love about it, of course, it's a long-range weapon that's also a brawling weapon, because the closer you get to your enemy, the more damage it does. But it also does it burns pretty good from 600 meters, which is the range. And so I am just really finding when you get three of these babies right in close here, I mean, just look at that. The enemies are they're just blowing up, right? Because it overheats them so fast, and then boom, and they just pop. And so you're able to get in there and brawl with this thing. Now, the other important thing is that even a normal Falcon, even when it doesn't, without the T-Falcon skill, it still has some damage resistance. Now, the damage resistance, that's only when you're using your single weapon. The damage resistance goes away when you jump. But I'm finding that if you run with a healing module, like I have here equipped, the little cross there, and you play smart, and you use your maneuverability, you can really survive for quite a long time. I mean, check that out. Look at that. We just got ourselves a victory. I played the entire game with one bot. And what's my score? I broke 1 million. With one bot, got 5 kills, got 1 beacon, but I think the real benefit to my teammates there was my ability to kind of hustle everywhere, right? To just kind of get here, get there. I don't have to go around walls because I can just jump over the walls. Now let's check out the T-Falcon. Now this one has a much higher level pilot, even though it doesn't have Cormac DeVos. It actually, I think it's like a level 50 pilot, so it has all kinds of skills tricked out now. It has the Traditionalist, which is why you'd see I don't even bother equipping 2 weapons on either side of the Traditionalist. Why, Pappy? Well, because those weapons actually, I find, get caught on corners and they get caught on ledges when you're trying to turn. And there's nothing stupider than running 2 Zeniths in your other 2 slots just for the sake of putting weapons on and then having them hang up on something and getting annihilated. But anyway, let's talk about the T-Falcon, and I'm going to start explaining a little bit why it's not as good as it was before, and why, especially in the current meta with the Ravana, the Nightingale, the Leech, the Ares, and also especially, okay, so Blitz. Blitz has been just recently buffed, got a 15% health increase, and also suppresses you. And so one of the things I am finding here, the introduction of cryo weapons. It's the other huge one. So, and I'm going to show you a little bit later on in the video. Specifically, there's a game where I just get annihilated by cryo weapons. And so, check this out. So I have my one of the things that made the T-Falcon really, really less desirable is the humongous nerf to the Glory, the lockdown shotgun that just recently happened. Because a lot of guys would just throw the Glory on here and just run around and just literally go head to head with somebody and just bang, 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 bang and kill them. But a couple things changed. So the T-Falcon's resistance was reduced almost about a month or 2 ago, and it was reduced because people were saying that, they were crying like always, saying it was too strong. And so Pixo went in and basically reduced the damage resistance. So you actually take more damage than you did when the T-Falcon first hit the battlefield. In fact, you're not as tanky as you once were. So you can't play it the same way. You can't just barge up into somebody's face and just laugh while they shoot you. And so you can just check it out here. Like, I'm trying to use my health. That's the technique you need to do when you do a T-Falcon, is constantly be healing and healing and healing. But look at my health. I am just getting annihilated here, even with my supposed damage resistance. Now, I was leeched on by a leech. When that was happening, you saw me turn pink. I was getting leeched. I was getting hit by scourges. I was getting hit by cryo weapons. And the other problem, of course, the T-Falcon needs to be able to close distance quickly to be effective, especially with a shotgun. Well, the shotgun has been nerfed. It doesn't do as much damage. And so you have to get up as quick as possible into someone's face. And the problem is, especially with these cryo weapons out there, is that as soon as they hit you, they start to slow you down. So you can't scamper up into someone's face because you have been slowed to about half speed because of the ice effect of the cryo weapons. Now you might be saying, Pappy, you're on crack. It's all the Glory's fault. It's the weapon's fault. So I threw on here an Ember. And let's just check it out. So now a close range Ember. Ember melts through everything. It's a flamethrower, heavy flamethrower. Obviously, I'm out there trying to play like a T-Falcon normally would, which is get into the middle and just be a tank, right? That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm getting hit on all sides. And of course, yes, you're like, okay, Pappy, well, you could just hide in the back and never get hit at all. It's your crappy gameplay that's the blame. Well, maybe. But the point of the T-Falcon is that you should be able to just barge straight ahead like a tank and take guys down. The goal of the T-Falcon is not to just hide in the back. Oh, it's kind of funny. That guy just literally walked the plank off the boat there. But look at that. Look at that. That type of gameplay, that type of I'm going to run my T-Falcon and be invulnerable, them days are over, boys and girls. Like that's sort of the end of it, right? And so let's check it out here again. We're back in our normal Falcon. And again, let's just check out how much room and range I can cover, the flexibility that, say, these calamities give me, the speed, because I'm not worrying about, wasting one of my skills on the Traditionalist. I can actually have a speed boost on there, the Roadhog, so I can go a little bit faster. Helps me sometimes outrun these guys that are hitting me. I'm getting whacked here pretty good by this bugger. That's one of the problems with running the health module. I couldn't see him. But it'd be nice if my teammates could go. Okay, so I got a kill there. Let's just see if I can get this guy. What's he going to do? He's just standing there. Okay, got him. Let's check out this. Okay, he got me there. So what are my final thoughts here about this? We're going to let the gameplay just finish off. My final thoughts are this. For me, one of the main things I'm looking for when I play a game is just the sheer fun and enjoyability of the gameplay, right? Like, I've always been drawn to jumping bots. I love flying bots. I really hate being trapped on the ground. And so I think the final decider for me, and obviously, you know, make your own decisions. I mean, there's some guys out there, maybe they'll do a video and say the T-Falcons are the cat's meow. That's fine. But my final decider is this, is that what is actually more fun to play? And for me, hands down, it's the normal Falcon. I find the T-Falcon now, it's just plodding. It's you know, just standing there 2 inches from someone and just hoping to absorb damage while shooting them over and over again just simply isn't that much fun. And I think that with the huge nerfs to the resistance for the T-Falcon skill, and also the nerf to the shotgun weapons, it's not anywhere near as effective as it used to be. And I think if you give it a try, that combo I just showed you, the triple calamity, is a real eye-opener for this robot, because it's just literally built for it, because it can deal a tremendous wallop if you're only using one weapon at a time, and you know, in your normal operations, and then as soon as you engage those other two calamities, you'll literally watch your enemies melt in seconds. Anyway, love to hear from you. Drop me a line in the comments. Let me know what you think. Until next time, see you on the battlefield.